Section 1 of the Life of Samuel Johnson, Volume 1. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. The Life of Samuel Johnson, Volume 1, by James Boswell, Section 1. Boswell's Life of Johnson, including Boswell's Journal of a Tour to the Hebrides and Johnson's Diary of a Journey into North Wales, edited by George Birkbeck Hill, Doctor of Civil Law, Pembroke College, Oxford, in 6 volumes. Volume 1, Life, 1709 to 1765, 1887. The Life of Samuel Johnson, Doctor of Laws, comprehending an account of his studies and numerous works in chronological order, a series of his epistolary correspondence and conversations with many eminent persons, and various original pieces of his composition, never before published, the whole exhibiting a view of literature and literary men in Great Britain for near half a century, during which he flourished, by James Boswell, Esquire. Quo fit ut omnis votiva patet veluti discripta tabula vita senis. Horatius. The third edition, revised and augmented in 4 volumes, London, printed by H. Baldwin and Son for Charles Dilly in the Poultry, 1799. Preface. Fielding, it is said, drank confusion to the man who invented the 5th act of a play. He who has edited an extensive work, and has concluded his labours by the preparation of a copious index, might well be pardoned if he omitted to include the inventor of the preface among the benefactors of mankind. The long and arduous task that years before he had set himself to do is done, and the last thing that he desires is to talk about it. Liberty is what he asks for, liberty to range for a time wherever he pleases in the wide and fair fields of literature. Yet with this longing for freedom comes a touch of regret, and a doubt lest the fresh woods and pastures new may never wear the friendly and familiar face of the plot of ground within whose narrower confines he has been so long labouring, and whose every corner he knows so well. Maybe he finds hope in the thought that, should his new world seem strange to him and uncomfortable, ere long he may be called back to his old task, and, in the preparation of a 2nd edition, find the quiet and the peace of mind that are often found alone in old use and wont. With me, the preparation of these volumes has indeed been the work of many years. Boswell's Life of Johnson I read for the first time in my boyhood, when I was too young for it to lay any hold on me. When I entered Pembroke College, Oxford, though I loved to think that Johnson had been there before me, yet I cannot call to mind that I ever opened the pages of Boswell. By a happy chance I was turned to the study of the literature of the 18th century. Every week we were required by the rules of the college to turn into Latin, or what we called Latin, a passage from the Spectator. Many a happy minute slipped by, while in forgetfulness of my task I read on and on in its enchanting pages. It was always with a sigh that at last I tore myself away and sat resolutely down to write bad Latin instead of reading good English. From Addison, in the course of time, I passed on to the other great writers of his and the succeeding age, finding in their exquisitely clear style, their admirable common sense, and their freedom from all the tricks of affectation, a delightful contrast to so many of the eminent authors of our own time. Those troublesome doubts of all kinds, which, since the great upheaval of the French Revolution, have harassed mankind, had scarcely begun to ruffle the waters of their life. Even Johnson's troubled mind enjoyed vast levels of repose. The unknown world alone was wrapped in stormy gloom. Of this world, all
Sample complete. Ready to continue?